So those set of car keys that you were looking for, they are for a Toyota Conquest. Good afternoon, graduates and esteemed guests, and welcome to what is an event of firsts for some of you, being your first graduation experience. These are also our first ceremonies of 2022, and welcome to in person again. I'm also pleased to announce that we are streaming them for the first time this year, so good day and welcome to the viewers as well. Graduates, feel free to forward the link of the stream that was sent to you via SMS to any guests who could not make it here in person. Now, for those of you who have not yet seen it, we would like to screen our latest TV advert for you today.
For STADIO, a qualification isn't just a qualification. It's more South Africans equipped with the education they deserve. With 5 faculties, 50 accredited qualifications, undergraduate and postgraduate studies, you can work and study with one of Africa's leading distance learning experts, or study full-time at one of our 7 campuses. Join a higher education institution that's flexible and affordable. Apply now for our 2nd semester intake at stadio.ac.za.
Great, thank you. A reminder that all cell phones should be switched off or set to silent. And then also another request for the guests to remain seated for the duration of the ceremony. For graduates, we do have ushers that will call you up row by row as it is time for you to go on stage. Okay. My last announcement for the session is please to request that we all please rise for the entering of the academic procession. Please stand.
By virtue of the power vested in me as a representative of the Chief Executive Officer, I constitute the gathering a congregation of STADIO. Ningahlala phansi, likadula fast. May you be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. No reaction. Good afternoon, everyone. Can I please ask that everybody keeps their mask on their face and only when they enter the stage that they remove the mask for the photos. Thank you. It is my pleasure to welcome our Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Chris Foster, to do the welcome address. Thank you, Mr. Foster.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. I see your lecturer is very, very strict, so good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A warm and hearty welcome to this STADIO Autumn 2022 graduation ceremony. Before I go on, I would just like to see by show of hands, who of you are from outside the Gauteng area? Quite a number. Okay. Welcome to all of you and well done for making it through the Johannesburg traffic. Nice to have you here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we as an institution are very excited to be able to offer venue-based graduations again. During the COVID period, we had to make use of online and virtual graduation ceremonies, but now with the lifted restrictions, we can do these venue-based graduation ceremonies again. But unfortunately, we still have to adhere to some of COVID-19 regulations, one of them being that this specific venue, we're only allowed 50% of the capacity, and therefore we cannot accommodate all the family and friends of the graduates. However, we've made a plan. You can follow the proceedings. Those family and friends that can't be here this afternoon can follow the proceedings via a live streaming, so they can see what happens here during the course of this afternoon. You can also, if you want to, download that stream when you're back at home and go and watch your graduation ceremony again. With that, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me the opportunity just to welcome some people in person. Firstly, Professor Divya Singh, our Chief Academic Officer, as well as member of the STADIO board. Welcome to you, Professor Singh. Ms. Shariska Knutse, our Executive Head, responsible for all distance learning at STADIO. Dr. Albin Jacobs, our Director of STADIO Namibia, all the way from Windhoek. Welcome to you, sir. And then a warm welcome to our guest speaker this afternoon, Major General Marcia. General Marcia is the District Commissioner for the Johannesburg area. General, a real honor having you here with us this afternoon again, and we are really looking forward to your keynote address. Big welcome to our academic staff. Welcome to all of you who supported our students during this academic journey, to all the support staff, especially our Deputy Registrar, Tarina Viljoen, and her team, who made all the arrangements for this event. A welcome to all the members of the media and friends of STADIO. Family and friends of the graduates, a warm, extra warm welcome to all of you. Your presence here this afternoon makes this event even more special. Thank you for being here with us this afternoon. That then brings me to our VIPs, our graduates. To you, I want to say, firstly, congratulations. Well done. You've put in the hard work, and today you're going to reap the rewards. To each one of you, well done. We're extremely proud of you. We know the hard work that had to go in to this and being successful in especially distance learning. So well done to each of you. So I know you're going to celebrate. You've got this whole Easter weekend to celebrate your achievement. But that is good. I want you to celebrate. But I also want you to make me a promise this afternoon. Promise me that this is not the end in your road of self-development. Promise me that you will continue to invest in yourself, continue to improve yourself. If you're not going to register for a postgraduate qualification, do something else. Do a skills development program, but make sure that you move with the times. So the majority of you registered or started this journey with the old SPS. But today, when you walk over the stage and you receive your degree or your advanced diploma, you will receive it from STADIO, this new exciting higher education institution. So a lot of you will ask, but why did we make the change from Southern Business School to STADIO? If we look at private higher education in South Africa, we would see that the majority of private institutions are basically single faculty with 1 or 2 schools. At STADIO, we took a different direction. We acquired 4 well-established brands, and we merged these 4 brands into the new STADIO, which is a comprehensive institution. An institution that stands on 3 legs. The first leg focuses on widening access, giving more people the opportunity to access higher education. The second leg is focused on alignment with the world of work, making sure our graduates are well sought after in the workplace. And then the third leg is all about student-centeredness, supporting students, making sure we put them in a position to be successful with their studies. Other advantages of creating this comprehensive institution is that we are now not just offering our programs via distance learning. STADIO offers both distance learning as well as contact learning and online learning, with not just 2 campuses, 7 campuses across the country and 2 in Namibia. Not just 1 or 2 schools anymore. We now have a variety of schools, including the School of Business and Commerce, the School of Management and Administration, the School of Law, the School of Policing, the School of Education, the School of Media and Design, Information Technology, and even a fashion school. And soon to come, we'll see the introduction of the School of Humanities, the School of Architecture, and in the not so further in the future, the School of Engineering. So, a comprehensive institution, ladies and gentlemen, that we believe can really compete with our big public institutions. I don't know if you know that STADIO, even though it's a young, new institution, already have plus minus 38,000 students, making us one of the 7 biggest universities or higher education institutions in the country. But we don't just want to compete with the public institutions on the number front. No, not at all. We also want to compete with universities on the quality offering front. And a lot of effort and a lot of focus is given to exactly that, to offer quality and world-class programs. With this comprehensive institution, we really believe that we can make a contribution in addressing the skill shortages as identified in our National Development Plan. The comprehensive institution, as I already said, will give people, not just in South Africa, but on the continent and even abroad, more people access to higher education. The last benefit I want to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, is that for those of you who do not know, is that STADIO is a listed company, listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. This listing makes it possible for us to introduce our Kulisa student share scheme. Now, this share scheme, we are the first institution in South Africa, and I stand to be corrected, I think the first institution in the world to offer this to our students. What does it mean? All our postgraduate students, these are now students who obtain their honors, masters, and doctorate degrees, will not just receive their qualifications at these graduation ceremonies, but they will also receive their share certificates. They will become shareholders in the institution and become co-owners of this institution. So no longer just lip service of really partnering with students. You would really become part of the institution. So with that good news, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all now to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ceremony with us. Welcome to you all.
Thank you, Mr. Forster. It is my pleasure to introduce the keynote speaker for this afternoon. Major General Max Marcia is currently the District Commissioner of Johannesburg. It has 41 police stations. The bigger Johannesburg, like Morocco, Dobsonville, Orlando, Johannesburg West, Roodepoort, Rheinberg, Diepsloot area, Johannesburg North, and Johannesburg Central. He's holding a master's in public management from Harvard University. He's got He's got 37 years of service in the South African police. Started his career coming through the ranks, served as a station commander, a cluster commander, deputy provincial commissioner, acting provincial commissioner, and now a district commissioner. He has also completed various courses in leadership and management at institutions, and has done an executive national security program with the South African National Defence, which took him to Oman in Asia and Mozambique in Africa. General, we are really looking forward to the message that you would like to share with us. Thank you.
Program Director, thank you very much. I appreciate the honor to be here. And I also appreciate the call or the answer to our call, maybe silent by the police. For a long time, we've been saying the commission must come and work with us because we appreciate as a police that on our own, we won't effectively deal with crime. We need every aspect of our society. So if institutions like STADIO is joining us, we are very grateful and thank you very much. And it's an honor to be here. There's a song that our former National Commissioner, General Pierre, used to sing. I'm going to sing only about 2 or 3 lines, and then from there, I will tell you what was my own experience with the song. General Pierre used to sing, bright in the corner where you are, bright in the corner where you are, bright in the corner, we, bright in the corner, we. Now, me, I've been singing this song all my life, right in the corner, we, all my life. Until General Pierre came across and understood what the song means. And the song simply means, as we congratulate you, our students, those that have done complete advanced management and masters in terms of the policing, that you are now the light. Wherever you are, we expect you to brighten the corner where you are. We want you to understand that this is not only for you. I hope you can hear me. Because of this qualification, because of the roles you have taken, it is no longer about you. It is about the society. It is about the legacy that you must leave behind. It's about the impact that you must make. But to make that impact, the false humility sometimes that you experience here on the continent, where when you say, I will do this thing, some people say it is arrogance. So then you must be humble, and you end up not even coming up with ideas. You end up not even suggesting anything, because when you are humble, but you forget one thing: we have invested so much in you, and we expect you to make the difference on our continent, to make the difference in South Africa. One of the things that we need to realize, or to remind you, we are managing in a transformation. South Africa has not as yet completed the transformation. We are still undergoing this transformation. And if you don't handle it very well, we may not reap the maximum benefits of this transformation. And that might be one of the reasons why our people are saying, but we're not seeing why these changes brought us. And sometimes because the officials, which is mainly me and you, where we need to manage this transformation, the state resources where we are in government, we are not necessarily managing those resources that we are able to render service effectively. And that is why people are thinking, but we don't see the benefit of this transformation. And that's why you come in. Now remember, some of you, and I know that I was some time ago, you must come to Johannesburg to look for a job. You must come to Johannesburg to be an employee. You were never taught that someday you'll be in charge. You were never taught that someday you'll be responsible to transform the society where you are. You were taught to put bread on the table. And I was discussing with my daughter, she's telling me now, Dad, they no longer talk about putting bread on the table. They're talking about buying a polo, what, for pa? Their interest is more in buying for pa, getting away from your parents and having your corner. Having your own space where you live. It's no longer about impacting the society. It's no longer about what change can I make. So I'm saying this to say that as part of the advanced management, let us realize it is no longer about you. Let me go back. The difference between when you're just looking for a job, because it is possible you can be an employee and yet you occupy a space of an employer. Because when you occupy a space of an employer and you're an employee, you only do what you're told to do. You never think out of the box. You never think, how best can I advance our cause? Can I even do things that are not necessarily on the program? Can I even come up with ideas that are not in the textbook? Because if you're a businessman, for example, if you own a business, you are forever thinking, how do I remain relevant? If you're an employee, you don't have time to do that. You just come to work, they tell you what to do, you go home. You get paid. So what am I saying to my managers this afternoon? I'm saying break away from that employee mentality. Even if you see yourself as an employee now, wherever level where you are right now, break away from thinking like an employee, think like an employer. Think like somebody who owns the space. Think like somebody that it depends on you that real change can be where you are. Because whether you believe it or not, you play a significant role wherever you are. That's why when I started, I said to you, brighten the corner where you are. As you acquire this qualification is not for you to put bread on the table. This qualification is not only for you to drive over a par. It's okay to drive over a par. But there are other things that you need to think about. We need to make sure that we are more productive. We need to make sure that our people can really appreciate that we have people that care for us. Now, I want you to know that you are a history maker. Things may change. There are two characters quickly that I want to talk about before I talk about another aspect that has to do more with policing. There are two characters in the Bible. It's David and Rebecca. Now I'm mentioning them so that you understand your role. David was sent to bring bread to his brothers in the soldier where they were fighting. He was not a soldier. He was not expected to fight. If David had just brought the bread there, he would have done his job. If he was assessed on a pep, he would have gotten satisfactory because he brought the food. But when he saw Goliath taunting the Israeli people, he said, "Who is this uncircumcised?" Define the armies of the living God. Now he began to function outside of his comfort zone. He began to say, what can be done that this Goliath that is tormenting our people? Of course, here in the South African police context is, you can be saying, what can be done to defeat crime? I don't know where you are, but there might be a Goliath there you are. And that Goliath might be waiting for you. And you will be saying, but I'm not even qualified. There is an executive manager, managing director. But David, although there were army generals, that were there, he said, no, I want to take down this Goliath. And David stood up and fought and defeated Goliath. The man that was not trained to be a soldier, he never held any rank. He was not anything, no equipment, nothing. But he decided to get out of his comfort zone. So I'm saying to you, colleagues, as wherever you are, don't only do what you are asked. And I don't think you want to be an employee mentality. You want to think like an owner. You want to think like somebody who can make an impact. Because you are. You are a star, whether you know it or not. There's so much invested in you that waits for you to open your mouth. Like I said earlier, let me talk about, as you go back to your working environment, you're going to find situations where you feel like, can I not? It's called managing upwards. Because sometimes when you come in, people that have been there, they say, no, we have always done things like this. They don't want to give you space so that you can implement what you have learned. Number one, don't make them feel stupid because they'll reject you. And they'll tell you that you've always done it like this. So find a way where you can communicate upward so that they can accept. Even if you suggest bit by bit, even if you make it as if it's their own idea, but you know, all we care about is that our community must receive the service. So when you are able to manage upward, there is another advantage you're going to get, is that you will not be stressed that you are being rejected. Because once you feel rejected, you're going to give up and say, I'm not going to try anything as long as I get my pay. And at the end of the month, my children are eating. I'm not concerned about what's going on. Refuse to give up. Refuse to flow like a dead fish in the river. Remember, only live fishes can swim up the stream. Dead fishes swim along the stream. What fish are you? Decide today to be a live fish. Bring a change, bring an impact. As I round up, I want to talk about my own environment, the police environment. There's what must I call it? Maybe a theme, whatever, where we were taught, and it sounded at the time something that is relevant, something that is equal to discipline. It says, comply and complain later. At the time, it sounded like discipline. You know, we don't want these members that doesn't listen. Colleagues, that statement hurt our members. Because remember, management were the ones that to say comply and complain later. So the junior members thought, okay, if you don't want my opinion, I'm not going to give you my opinion anymore. will only do what you ask me to do. They shut their creativity. They silence their voices because they were taught, just comply and complain later. As you go out, number one, you will yourself in a way experience that. But number two, because you might be a management position, I want you to understand, be open to the junior members giving you ideas. Don't think you know it all. There are certain things the junior members, because they're always in the street, they can teach you. Be open, encourage new ideas, encourage to see some Davids in your space. I always tell my colleagues wherever I am, colleagues, I am looking for a David that can throw one stone and we hit this thing called crime and it dies once and for all. That's why I'm always thinking there must be something that we must find, that if we get it right, we'll defeat this crime. By the way, I don't believe that nothing is impossible. Don't tell me it can't be done. I don't like that. Lastly, colleagues, remember this, and this is very key. People think generally you are responding to the world. They say if the world gives you lemons, make them lemonade. Yeah, maybe. But here is where I'm going. The world is responding to you. If you say it can't be done, this world, this universe will give you all the resources, all the reasons to prove you are right, it cannot be done. You are right, South Africa will never change. You are right, a particular class of people, they will never change. You are right, a particular generation, they will never change. But if you say it can be done, this same universe will give you the resources that will say it can be done. The same universe. And, you know, sometimes when I was in Vanderbilt Park, I used to talk to my colleagues then. I was a senior superintendent, and then I was the only officer there because of the transformation. All the managers were white. I was the only black. Now, whenever I wanted to suggest something that can help us, they always said, no, that very, I think for you, a very easy. And I used to think, and I used to tell them, I said, I'm happy that you guys were not part of the Wright brothers. Because when the Wright brothers were testing their first plane, people thought, you are crazy. How can a machine fly? If God wanted us to fly, he would have given us wings. But today we fly absent-mindedly. But there was a time the Wright brothers were considered stupid. There was a time the Wright brothers considered, what do you think you are doing? It looked impossible, and yet it was possible. Now, you heard that I'm a Harvard graduate. One of the things I did earlier on in my life, I began declaring that I'm going to go to the US. At the time, I was earning about 600 rand. There was nothing in the finance that qualified me to fly to the US. But I kept saying, I'm going to the US. And of course, some of my colleagues laughed at me. How is that going to happen? But 10 years later, some guy in the UK sponsored me $500,000 to go and study in Harvard, to come back with my master's in public administration. Because I believe all things are possible. Don't tell me it can't be done. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, General, for those inspiring words. And I am convinced that you created some Davids today that will go back to their workplace and make a difference. I now request Mr. Sam Okongwe to present the Diplomandi whose names appear in the program.
I will take a cue from the morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Thank you. Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Advanced Diploma in Management on the following students. The degree is an NQF Level 7 qualification with 120 credits. Mpapela W. Adai Afriye A. Let us not be too economical with the clapping. These people have worked very hard. Can we give a round of applause? Thank you very much. Padantswana K. Water LL. To the beautiful graduates today, please also don't be economical with the camera, with the smile that side. Face the camera and smile, it's your day. Bulani P. Anson R.A. Floris G.N. Kwabeni B. James F.E. Let's face the camera. Tungwani S.J. Lulu T. Junkie L. Kamineth F.N. Kwali K.A. Kumalo S.G. Kupa D.P. Lepogole BP. Law LA. Make Q. Mabasa B. Mabija LA. Madonsela NKT. Mafefe R. Makobiana BG. Magosha MJ. Mahasha F. Matangu Mutsweni SL. Makaulele M. Mahai LS. Makasi N. Makwati FL. Makwela SC. Malibe MS. Mamato TV. Mamusadi WM. Mananiso JS. Masikinya EW. Wasare Shate Wadu. Masuku NA. Matebula FN. Mataku SB. Matimela PM. Maubani PM. Mdlane MB. Tlake EM. Mkabela LT. Mkonza NPH. Mlambo C. Mufukeng TT. You can go. Sure. Mufutsana KK. Morakane PS. Ipahe BG. Mogoba MM. Muhiti GM. Mukeki SP. Mokhalaka T. Mr. Mokhalaka got distinctions. Mukwelepa K. Muloy MM. Mr. CEO, Ms. Muloy got 3 distinctions. Mungale BJ. Mungangani K. Munyahi MF. Munyahi NL. Muyeketi MM. Moreo DP. Look at that comment. Murifi RS. Murua Peko BS. Mutale BJ. Mutaung KM. Mukangwe MP. Mpaho MC. Mpapuli R. Mudau MR. Mr. CEO, Mr. Mudau received the qualification cum laude with 4 distinctions. Human Resource Development 4, Leadership 4, Management Practice 4, and Organizational Behavior 4. Well done. Thank you. Munyai HT. Nale PP. Mlambo C. Mr. CEO, Ms. Mlambo received the qualification cum laude. Financial Management 4, Leadership 4, Management Practice 4. We can give you a round of applause again. Nape MR. Ms. Nape, Mr. CEO received the qualification cum laude. Management Practice 4, Organizational Behavior 4, Project Management 4, and Public Sector Management 4. Welcome. Thank you. Mwana OM. Sorry. Ndimande AB. Nelson GV. Ngonyama P. Ngobeni MT. Sorry. Ngulana S. Ngubani NN. Ngunyula EJ. Support EG. Nkwana LJ. Let's give Mr. Nkwana another round of applause. He was applauding himself when he was. Thank you. Nkosi ET. Nomvela MP. Norobolo U. I want to do it the correct way. No Hobolo U. Nsibande NP. Pagati NP. Face that guy. Yeah. Thank you. Ramitwa MB. Ramusunya MC. Ramutangwa AM. Raswiswi MO. Saile VM. Sateche T. Skaktenberg, LO. Mr. CEO, Mrs. Skaktenberg receive a qualification cum laude. Come back, ma'am. Please enjoy your story, ne? This is your day. Enjoy. Human resource development, 4. Leadership, 4. Management practice, 4. Organizational behavior, 4. Research methodology and project, 4. Well done. Sibake, MD. Sikhobela K. Halala. Sirwale MP. Shabangu PE. Mr. Shabangu received 3 distinctions. Shabangu PL. Ms. Shabangu received 4 distinctions. Shibambu MM. Siaga NI. Sitlangu TB. Simali NP. Miss Simali received 3 distinctions. Tau BP. TOPY. Toka MF. Twala T. Jabadi SK. Vilakazi SBF. Zizi MM. Sibango P. Bonoshi ST. Mhlambi BS. The persons whose name were not read but appear in the program receive their qualification in absentia. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mokangwe. I now request Reverend Maurice Malapane to present the graduandi whose names appear in the program.
Mr. CEO, I request you to confer the Bachelor of Policing Practice honors on the following students. The degree is NQF level 8 qualification with 120 credits. Chuma ML. Yeah. Fortain EA. Habunewe Casey. Geze VI. Malefa FR. Bolanoto Mala GVM. Mamorobo DP. Marcia RT. Mbaba L. Mlefe JD. Moloi KJ. Oh, Musito. There's the camera. Musito B. Ndaba CD. Face the camera. Platform here, face the camera. Kila kwa, vela. Sateche MF. Face the camera. Sijia SI. The persons whose names were not read but appear on the program received their qualification in absentia. You can see there.
Thank you, Reverend Malapane. I now request Professor Elmarie Sadler, our Dean of Research, to present the academic awards.
Mr. CEO, it is now my great pleasure to present to you our students who will be receiving awards at our fifth ceremony for this series of ceremonies. Firstly, the awards for the Advanced Diploma in Management. The criteria for this award is students who achieve 75% or more for the subject on their first attempt, all considered for these awards. Now, the first winners are students who were top in the Leadership 4 subject. The first award is shared by two students who both obtained 90% for Leadership 4. These students are firstly Mashudu Ronald Mudau, and our next winner is Ligail Odette Schachterberg. Mr. CEO, our next award winner is a student who obtained 95% for Management Practice 4. This award goes to Rindani Mpapuli. Mr. CEO, our next award is for the top research methodology and project 4 student. She obtained 80% for the subject. And the winner is Ligael Odette Schachterberg. Mr. CEO, secondly, our awards for the Bachelor of Policing Practice Honours students. Students who obtain 75% or more for the subject on their first attempt are considered for this award. The winner is a student who obtained 92% for the Police Management 5 subject. It's Ms. Desney Hildegard Venter. She received the sorority in absentia. Now the cherry on the top is our Overall Achievement Award. Students need to achieve at least an overall average of 75% on their first attempt in order to be considered for this award. Now, the winner is a student who obtained the Advanced Diploma in Management this afternoon. And she is Ligael Odette Schachterberg. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sadler. I would now like to request Dr. Divya Singh, our Chief Academic Officer at STADIO, to do the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By the sound of it, I think you will agree with me when I say today is a very special day. It's a special day for all of us here for so many reasons. All your lecturers on the stage sit here in admiration of your achievements. Your parents and family, as we look at them, you can see the smiles on their faces. You can see the joy and the pride in their eyes. And I dare say, some level of relief as well, that you don't need to deal with the tantrums anymore. And all of you, the graduates, I know you are sitting here bursting with excitement as you think about your success. You're just waiting for me to keep quiet and sit down so you can go out and celebrate, tell the truth. Because I know I sat just like you a long time ago. And yet today, 32 years later, I can still experience that excitement, that joy, that sense of achievement. So I hope you will make it an evening of celebration today. But speaking to the graduates, do any of you remember your first day of registration? No? Looking at the dates for the assignments and thinking, how am I going to balance work and the family and getting this assignment in? Getting ready for your exams and the baby is sick. Or making that quick call to your friend to say, I didn't read the tutorial letter. Is Unit 6 going to be tested in the exam tomorrow? You know you did that. And then the terrifying wait for exam results. That's never a good thing. And I believe that every one of you sitting here today, the friends, the family, and all of the graduates can relate to at least one of those experiences. That as you sit here now, holding your envelope with your certificate, I truly hope that you will look back on the past years with STADIO as being amongst the best that you have had. All your stresses forgotten for the moment. And all that I want to add from all of us is congratulations. Bask in your well-deserved glory. Tomorrow's consideration, because I have said tonight is a night of celebration. I sincerely hope that we have instilled in you the power to think, the power to question, and the power to reason. And from time to time, I hope to also do a little bit of self-reflection and introspection. Remember, we need to look in the mirror every so often, not just to agree, don't I look smart, but to ask yourself, do I like what I am seeing in that mirror? And to help you remember what I mean, I'm going to share a very short story with you, which I think you'll probably remember more than what I've already said to you. A grandmother was teaching her daughter, her young granddaughter, about life. And she said to her granddaughter, there's a big fight going on inside me. It's a terrible fight that is being fought between two wolves. One wolf is unhappy, full of anger, full of frustration, full of regret, annoyance, envy, resentment, and that awful feeling called fear. The other wolf is more content, the old lady said. This wolf is good. She is full of joy. She has love in her heart. She believes in peace, humility, serenity, hope, compassion, and kindness. The granddaughter pauses, thinking hard, then asks her grandmother, Mama, if they're fighting, which wolf is going to win? And her grandmother smiled and replied, the one you feed, the one you encourage, the one you allow to become important. More recently, STADIO has begun to focus on the values of good citizenship and the importance of our students being socially conscious and responsible people, understanding the values of Ubuntu, especially at a time, and General Marcia mentioned it to you, especially at a time when South Africa is still managing its transformation targets. I hope the lessons that you have learned at STADIO will help you feel the wolf within you, the wolf that will help you brighten the corner wherever you are, in your police stations and in your communities. I can assure you that we are very proud of you. You are our graduates. But we also understand that an institution like STADIO will be known for the graduates it produces, what people see and what people experience by your conduct. I therefore hope that all of you will reciprocate our pride and wear the badge of your alma mater, STADIO, with grace and with honor. To everyone, and I mean everyone, who contributed to making this graduation ceremony the success that it has been, and especially General Marcia, our keynote speaker, I thank you. General Marcia, you are a role model. You are a role model both in your academic and your professional achievements. And I saw the students listening to you, and I saw them nodding. So I believe that they heard you. To the graduates this afternoon, look at the person sitting next to you. Look at them and say, I will be the best David that I can be. You heard what General Marcia said to you. I will be the best David that I can be, and you will overcome those Goliaths. To all of you, I say, congratulations on becoming a graduate. Stay honest, stay safe, and may success always come your way in life. I thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Singh. I would like the diplomandi and graduandi to please rise. I would like you to turn to your left and face your family. If you know where your left is. And I want you to give them a round of applause to show your gratitude for the support that you have received from them. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the proceedings. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem, and please remain standing to enable us to dissolve the congregation and for the academic procession to leave the hall. Please rise.
By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I now dissolve the congregation of STADIO.